Hi, welcome back to the Hill and Ponton YouTube channel. I'll be your VA disability host today. Today we're going to talk about the new proposed changes to the regulations for hearing loss and tinnitus in a deeper dive based on the new email that went out a few weeks ago from the Department of Veterans Affairs. Again, disclaimers, these are proposed changes, so things may or may not change. The commenting period is active now and will continue to update you on what to do if you have any questions. As always, our attorneys are available to help you with appealing your disability claim. Let's jump right in. So let's recap. The Department of Veterans Affairs has proposed changes to sections that address the ear, nose, and throat, audiology, and respiratory systems, along with mental health in a separate doc. The purpose of these changes is to update medical terminology, incorporate medical advances that have occurred since the last review, and provide well-defined criteria in accordance with actual clinical practice. VA will also rename the body system currently designated for conditions related to hearing in the ear to include the nose and throat. VA will also consolidate several diagnostic codes within the respiratory system. One of the most notable changes is how tinnitus and hearing loss will be rated. VA proposes changes to the current terminology found in 38 CFR 3.385, 4.85-4.86 for compensation purposes, although VA will not change its definition of hearing loss for compensation reasons pending. VA also suggests a note to SS 4.85 adding a 10% evaluation for non-compensable hearing loss with tinnitus present. The proposed deletion of the terms speech recognition and speech discrimination from SS 3.385 and throughout 4.85 is a major change in terminology. Although they are sometimes used interchangeably, the word most commonly utilized today is word recognition. The proposed changes in Part 3 and 4 are largely minor. The term hearing impairment, or impaired hearing, which is used in the current version of Part 3, is to be replaced with hearing loss. Over 10 years ago, VA was told to clarify the units used to measure hearing loss. They're finally deciding to listen and want to include the phrasing, hearing levels are measured in decibels and expressed as dBHL, hearing loss in decibels, in the regulation. One great change that we hope may prevent unintended discrimination is the proposed changes to word recognition testing. VA proposes to add English non-fluency as phrasing to help define language difficulties. VA reports that the most common language difficulty in military service members is that their first language is not English. Additionally, many Gulf War veterans are coming back home with severe cognitive issues due to traumatic brain injuries sustained during deployment there. VA also proposes to add cognitive difficulties to the list of reasons why word recognition testing is not enough. Moving on to tinnitus, according to existing medicine, is caused by abnormal neural activity somewhere in the auditory pathway that is misinterpreted by the brain as a sound. Because it is a symptom of an underlying condition rather than an independent illness, tinnitus is classified as a sign of hearing loss, many years disease, traumatic brain injury, and or cerebral atherosclerosis, among other issues. VA proposes to only evaluate tinnitus if it is caused by an underlying medical condition. If tinnitus is not caused by a medical condition, then VA will not compensate for it. This change will be made through DC 6100, 6204, 6205, 8045, 8046, or 9305. Other tinnitus-related factors are discussed in detail elsewhere on his website. The issue of whether service-connected tinnitus affects earning ability is addressed at length below. For example, VA recognizes that the presence of tinnitus combined with non-compensable hearing loss might have a greater than 0% impact on earning capacity. As a result, Diagnostic Code 6100 will give a 10% evaluation for tinnitus linked with hearing loss only if the hearing loss is non-compensable, only when hearing loss alone does not merit a 10% evaluation or higher. If hearing loss is compensable, warrants a 10% evaluation or more, an additional 10% evaluation for tinnitus associated with the hearing loss shall not be granted. To that end, VA will attach two notes to DC 6100. The first note will provide samples of disorders, like we mentioned earlier, probably going to be conditions like many years disease, traumatic brain injury, and cerebral atherosclerosis. The second note will remind examiners that tinnitus is not to be evaluated if it is not caused by a medical condition. VA says this change will have no effect on veterans who are now receiving a service connection for tinnitus under Diagnostic Code 6260. Those evaluations are governed by 38 CFR. So, as you can imagine, we're a bit skeptical about these changes if we want to find nice words to use. We hope these decisions are being made because VA is planning to help more veterans. Like we stated in our other videos, we're a bit concerned that these changes are being proposed to save money, but let us know what you think below. And if you think this helps, do you think this makes it worse? If anything, it tells us that we should be cautiously optimistic. Think back to the AMA system, which was supposed to be a big deal that sped everything up dramatically. We thought the VA claims backlog would finally start reducing in size, but that has not been the case entirely. The VA claims backlog has actually increased since the implementation of the AMA system. And at the end of 2021, VA reported that it had a backlog of 251,964 claims. Yeah, this number included new, reopened, and pending claims. Well, that's all I got for today. If you want to hear more about these proposed changes, let us know in the comments. Like Melanie mentioned in our earlier video, we are still learning what the implications could mean for vets. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments if you like this video or have questions that you would like us to answer in our next VA disability videos. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss our next videos.